So look, I'm gonna say something that is a little bit harsh, but why are you not making an extra $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month online with all of the side hustles that are available right now? Ladies and gentlemen, there is so much opportunity out there right now. In today's video, I'm gonna give you 5 side hustles that could easily make you $100,000 in the next year. But even if it doesn't, just give you a spare $2,000, $3,000 a month in your pocket. Now, the best part is it takes absolutely zero money to get started with any of these 5 side hustles. And with a lot of these side hustles, you're actually gonna have the opportunity to make upwards of $10,000, $20,000, hell, even over $50,000 a month if you continue your journey with it and take it more seriously. This is gonna be an action-packed video. You're gonna leave here with some very clear instructions, and I guarantee you're gonna be a hell of a lot richer after watching this video. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first side hustle I recommend this year is actually becoming a TikTok editor or a YouTube video editor, any sort of editor for high impact content. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be shocked how many big time, content creators there are on YouTube that either edit their own videos or just have very, very sloppy video editing. You can take me, for example. I was in 2018 and 2019, I was still editing my own videos, which is ridiculous now looking back because I was making over 7 figures a year. And yet I would just put the camera down and the other thing is I would just record all videos in one really long, 30, 40 minute take or 20 minute take or 15 minute take, because I was like, I don't have an editor to sort of chop things up, some of the spaces, so that way the whole video just flows better. And this was done because I was genuinely probably losing out on hundreds of thousands a year in terms of business at that point, because my videos weren't ranking as well as they could have, because my retention wasn't as high as it could have been if I had a good editor in place. And plus, I just shouldn't have been doing it myself. So even someone, for example, who's creating YouTube content and they're making $10,000 a month, they very easily and very happily will pay for an editor who will edit 4 videos a month for them for $800, $1,000, $1,200, even $1,500 if there is a clear ROI and if it saves them time. So for example, you can go ahead and become a YouTube video editor for current YouTube creators. The other thing is you can go ahead and create TikTok content. So I actually recently hired a junior editor. So I've got Tristan, who's been working in the company for 2 years, and he's actually in the other side of the villa right now, just doing some work. And his workload is getting crazy, so I hired a junior editor. Now that junior editor is going to do all of my TikTok. But if 3 months ago someone reached out to me in the correct way and gave me some good tangible examples and said, hey Iman, I'm going to do 21 TikToks a month for you, and you can expect to see a growth of 5,000 or 10,000 TikTok followers a month, and I'm going to do that for $1,200. Look, for me, an extra 10,000 TikTok, real genuine TikTok followers, of course that's worth $1,200. And as I said, I've had a TikTok profile that's just been sitting for 2 years. There have been 1 month stints here and there where we attempted to repurpose some content, but we've never taken it seriously. I've got a TikTok which already had tens of thousands of followers, was verified, which I find funny. I don't even have the app on my phone. So it was verified, had tens of thousands of followers. So that was a gold mine sitting there. It's just no one reached out to me properly. I guess I said now it doesn't matter because I have a second editor and part of his role is to take care of that. But that right there is a golden opportunity. And honestly, I would have been comfortable paying even, $1,500, $2,000 if the pitch was correct. And if someone had a track record of doing this for other people successfully. So ladies and gentlemen, there are so many incredible Skillshare courses. There's so many incredible YouTube videos out there that you can learn very basic editing. And when you learn basic editing, it's very easy to edit TikTok videos. Honestly, in the space of 1 week, you can get very proficient and very good at just editing TikTok videos, or for example, YouTube Shorts. That's another very powerful medium. And a lot of people are growing a lot right now through YouTube Shorts. So if you can edit TikToks for people, if you can edit YouTube Shorts for people, that is an absolute, super easy win. And to acquire that skill set is free and will take you only a week. Now, if you wanted to edit someone's YouTube videos, for example, sit down videos like this, for example, to the quality that Tristan edits to, it would probably only take you 6 weeks, 8 weeks to get to 75% a proficient level. Because the thing is, sit down videos like this, or even most vlogs, are pretty easy to edit. And the best part is your ideal customer, people who upload YouTube videos, they're on socials all the time. So if you DM them on Instagram, if you DM them on even Twitter, if you find their email, which is very easy to do, it's very easy to actually go ahead and pitch these people. And the great part is they have a massive content bank, so you can just rip videos, rip their videos from online, repurpose it, and show them how you would edit it. So, with just a few clients like that, it is very easy to make, $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000 a month with being a remote editor from anywhere in the world working with a couple clients. So ladies and gentlemen, the next side hustle is even easier and takes even less beginner know-how than the last one. And that is becoming a Discord moderator. Now there is a massive demand for Discord moderators out there, whether that be, just people wanting to build communities on Discord, whether that be NFT projects that are launching, whatever it is, there are people out there who really need Discord moderators. And as a Discord moderator, you're not really most of the time doing too much technical know-how. All you're doing is making sure that there isn't junk in someone's Discord. And the other thing is just making sure that the community is very upbeat and you're keeping up the tempo and keeping up the vibe of the community. Really just even things like good morning messages, or for example, checking in with people in the Discord or posing questions to the people in the Discord. This isn't something where you need any expert knowledge in any specific sector, but it is something where, especially if you speak good English, or for example, you could be a moderator for a Italian Discord or a French Discord. If you speak good English, you can very easily make, upwards of $1,000, $2,000 a month, $1,500 a month, so maybe even sometimes as low as $500 a month. So I will say this isn't something where you're going to make, the big bucks. If you're helping manage a few different Discords, like let's say you manage 3 different Discords, you can do that, all day and get paid, $1,000 a pop per month for each Discord server that you're managing. And there we go. There's $3,000 a month side hustle money. Now, what you can do if your appetite for income grows and you decide you want, you get to a point where you basically want to make more money, what you can do is you can actually then hire people under you. As I said, it's a pretty easy role to fulfill. You can hire people under you and you can actually start a Discord agency, like Discord management agency. Let's say, for example, someone needs, has a large Discord and they need moderators managing 24/7, so in different time zones, and they need multiple of them. Then in that case, what you can do is you can say, hey, here's my monthly retainer. Here's how much it is to hire my team. So let's say you're paying 3 Discord moderators, 8 hours each. So, 3 of them, that's 24 hours a day, and you're paying them, all 3 of them, you're paying them, let's say $800 a month. So between the 3 of them, they are getting paid $2,400 a month. And let's say you sell that as a retainer to a business, to a person, whatever it may be, for $5,000 a month. Okay. So for $5,000 a month, what you're giving these clients is, VIP 24/7 Discord concierge service, where like literally round the clock, all different time zones, their Discord is being managed and overseen. Now, if you're listening to this and you're going, oh, wait, $800 doesn't sound like a lot of money. Trust me, $800 is a lot of money in places, for example, like South Africa or Brazil, or not, I wouldn't say crazy amounts of money, but it's like a very respectable sort of thing you would normally have to go into the office for. So $800 a month, because just the purchasing power in these countries is so much stronger when you're paying in USD. So as I said, places like South Africa, where everyone speaks, pretty much impeccable English, places like, in Eastern Europe, a lot of places in South America, et cetera, you can actually hire these people. So ladies and gentlemen, that is side hustle idea number 2, being a Discord moderator. And then if you want to take a little bit further, actually having a Discord moderating agency. Now, the next side hustle I'm going to recommend will either be an absolute hit or miss. You guys listening to this will either, do it for the next year and make, very easily $100,000, or you will just be way too shy to even get started. Now, online, there are a bunch of people who have audiences and sell stuff. Take myself for an example. I have an online e-learning platform called crazier.com. And in that business, we have 2 sides to it. First of all, we help everyday people quickly start an online business and scale up to $10,000 a month. And they do that by building an online boutique agency and actually outsourcing all of the delivery by using something called contractor arbitrage. So that's one side of the business. And the other side of the business is we take existing agency owners that are making, 5, 10,000, 15, 20,000 a month and help them hit 100K months profit with their agency. We're basically the agency experts that the agency experts go to learn from. Anyways, the reason I say this is because I have 2 sales reps and both of them made between $10,000 and $15,000 last month in pure commissions. We have one rep who really just holds people's hands and, answers any final questions they have before getting into the program that helps people go from 0 to 10K a month. And then for the program that helps people go from 10, 15K a month up to 100K a month, that program is application only. We actually have to accept you. So, I need someone who's not even really so much like, well, I guess neither are really sales reps. They're just people who you speak to in order to get into the program. On this side, it's really just people who have any final questions. And this person helps clear up any of the questions they have and kind of gives them a bit of coaching. So that way they fully understand what it is that Gradiency does. And on this side, basically, he's not a sales rep. All he does is basically just speak to, prospects who want to join and decide, hey, do we let them in or not? So as I said, the reason I say this is because there are a bunch of people out there who have incredible programs. They have coaching, they have masterminds, whatever it may be. And they need all their time in order to make their product as good as possible, to make their coaching as good as possible, to make their mastermind as good as possible. So they basically can't be on doing sales or on calls with potential prospects. So this is where you can come in as a remote sales closer. You can work anywhere in the world and you can get a commission, because these people are very happy to give 10, 15, sometimes even 20% to sales reps, because technically there is a very low cost to deliver it, most of the time. So long story short, there are businesses out there, and especially there are a lot of people in the education space, mastermind coaching space, that need good sales reps. Now, I will say this isn't anywhere near as easy as definitely not as easy as becoming a Discord mod, and definitely not as easy as being a video editor. This does take a bit of practice, and it does take a bit of time. Not only can you make 10K a month, you can get to the point where you're making 15, 20, 30K a month. And the best part is, if sales is fun for you, and if you genuinely just enjoy speaking to people on Zoom, and just that you like that, right? And you don't want to worry too much about service delivery or building a product, or kind of being the business owner with all of the stress and all the risk and everything else that comes with it, then the benefit of being a sales rep is, as I said, you don't have to deal with any of that stress, and all you can do is sell, and you still there's still that excitement of you get paid based on what you bring in for the company. So there's still the, the potential to make more and more every single month. So as I said, this will take a few months of training to get to a point where you're, decently good. And by the way, during those few months, you can work for an organization for free and just be a sales rep that takes no commission. Or you can take, you can tell them, hey, I'll take half the commission or a third of the commission as you would normally pay someone, just while I'm training up. And once I get to this point, or once I work for you for 3 months, or once I get to this closing percentage, then I want to be moved to, the commission that everyone else is getting paid. So as I said, I know for a lot of you guys, that model will be very scary. So it's really hit or miss. The next side hustle is by far my absolute favorite, and that is starting an online boutique marketing agency. That is what I did 5 years ago while I was still in high school. I built up my agency, IG Media. And by the age of 17, I was making $20,000, $25,000 a month profit from my agency. Now, you might be wondering, what's the difference between, for example, an agency or, for example, being a video editor or a sales rep? Well, the thing is, an agency, you are the organization above the person who delivers it. So I'll kind of explain what I mean by that. As an agency, you are actually outsourcing the service delivery, okay? And you're doing that through something that I call contractor arbitrage. So this is really cool, because this means that you don't actually have to deliver the services at all. Here's what you're gonna do. You are gonna find a contractor that you pay per month per client. So every single month they get paid this amount, and they get paid this amount for every single client that they manage for you. So you're gonna find someone in Romania, South Africa, Brazil, or Colombia, the list kind of goes on. And you're gonna pay them $500 a month per client. And this is massive, massive for them, especially if, they're managing 3 or 4 of your clients. And you're gonna pay them that $500 a month in order to, do ads for your clients, in order to do email marketing for your clients, in order to do SEO for your clients, in order to do content for your clients, like whatever it is. Like, guys, you can get as creative as you want with it. It's crazy. There's NFT marketing agencies out there. You can do marketing for solar companies. You can even be a sales marketing agency where you have sales reps underneath you, and then you're the ones training them, and then you go ahead and sell those services to businesses. So really, the sky is the limit when it comes to this stuff. But let's just go with an example of, as I said, you have a SEO, email marketing, ads agency, something in that realm. Well, you are paying the contractor $500 per month per client. Let's say they're managing 3 clients with you. So you're paying them $500 and you're charging the client, let's say $1,500, $2,500 a month, because what you're doing is you're doing this cool arbitrage thing. You are going, you're using the global market to go to places where their $500 a month is the same as someone in the US getting paid $2,500 a month for that exact service, because of the purchasing power. So you're going to these, these different global economies and stuff like that. You are paying them, and then you're selling to Western clients. That's the key here. You sell to Western clients. So you sell to clients in US, UK, Canada, Australia, Germany, Italy, you name it, right? And that arbitrage right there means money in your pocket. And if this sounds like almost too good to be true, no, it's the exact same reason why most stuff is built in China. It's built in China because it is cheaper there. Labor is cheaper there. Raw materials are cheaper there. And then it's sold for a massive, massive premium in the West, where the purchasing power of that same amount is a lot less. And it's arbitrage. And that's really all it is. And honestly, it's not really rocket science, but it just works really, 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 really well. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find out the exact process A to Z on exactly how to execute this, the first link in the description is going to take you to a YouTube video. Don't worry, it's no like webinar or no opt-in. You don't have to provide your email or anything like that. It's literally just going to take you to another one of my YouTube videos. where I showed step by step exactly how to execute this. And I actually gave you ideas for other business models and explained, their benefits, their downsides, and exactly kind of where they weigh up in the whole sphere of the best way to make $100,000 online this year. So kind of going back to building an online boutique agency, this is also the one that has the highest ability to scale. 5 years on, I make anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 a month profit with my agency. And just being very honest with you, I work 4 to 5 hours a week. Now, that is not common. Actually, after 5 years, it is common, but that might sound too good to be true. The reason is because I have an incredible team. So this whole contractor arbitrage thing I was talking about, where the contractor charges you $500 per month per client, and that works because really what that is, it's just it's a framework. Like, it's a money-making framework that will work very well for you if you want to get to 10, 15, even 20,000 a month. If you want to get to a point where you're making $50,000, $100,000 a month profit with your agency, you need a real company. And by that, I don't mean offices. I've never had offices in the 5 years of existence. What I mean by that is a really, really good team who are there for you. And my CMO, Danny, actually, I used to pay $600 per month per client, and then I sold those services on for thousands and thousands and thousands. Well, he's been working for me for 4 years now, and now he is my CMO of my company, and he basically manages everything, and also has a small percentage of the profits outside of his salary in the form of profit share. So that means that I can kind of sit back. I have to take a couple sales calls a week after they've already spoken to Danny on a demo call, and that's pretty much about it. So ladies and gentlemen, building an online boutique agency is number one, the fastest way to get to $10,000 a month. It's the one that is the most scalable, as in you can very easily reach 50, 75, 100K a month profit with it. And it's also the most hands-off after you've been doing it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you have a really good right hand, man, woman, whatever the case may be, to really kind of take over the reins for you. Now, the next side hustle we're going to talk about, it kind of has the longest tail to it, which means that you are, you're not going to see the results of your work for a long time, but when you see them, they're going to come in pretty quickly. And that is building a YouTube channel. The most important thing when starting a YouTube channel is asking yourself, how am I going to monetize this later down the line? Now, your YouTube channel might be a way to get clients for your business, whatever business that is. It might be a way for you to in future sell, coaching courses, mastermind, whatever it may be. It might be a way for you to sell a subscription service. Maybe you even have a software that you started, you bootstrapped a software company, and your YouTube is a way to feed leads to that software company. Whatever it may be, it could even be a Patreon if you want. Whatever it is, just start to think before you start your YouTube channel of how am I actually going to monetize this, not short term, but mid to long term. A YouTube channel will really pay you dividends for the long run. Building a YouTube channel really is one of the biggest blessings that anyone could ever have bestowed upon them. So start today. You won't see results for the next 3 months, 6 months, but when it comes in, especially if you have a good monetization strategy in place, and also you don't need to reinvent the wheel at all. You can really just, you can follow the similar frameworks to a lot of different YouTubers that are already out there, but just add your own spice.
Spicy meat.
Just add your own flavor,
Yeah, boy.
Add your own things that people know you, distinctly and specifically for. With me, although I run a business YouTube, I talk so much about watches. People know me for some cigar stuff, fashion stuff, some of my lifestyle stuff. And outside of that, some of my very heavy hitting, deep, very intense videos on spirituality, God, geopolitics. I'm very outspoken on a lot of these things. But as I said, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but just add your own spice and your own flavor to it. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to repeat the exact same thing that I said at the beginning of the video, which is there is literally no reason why you shouldn't be making at least an extra few $1,000s a month online with a side hustle, considering how much opportunity is out there in 2022. Now, I've laid out 5 side hustles in this video, but there are plenty more. Just get creative. There is so much opportunity out there when you look for it. As I said, the easiest place to start is click the first link in the description to take you to another YouTube video, which I already recorded, which shows you exactly the best online business to start this year in 2022. And I lay out 5 or 6 different options. We run through everything and I show you exactly how to implement it and scale to 10K a month as quick as humanly possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, leave a comment down below and let me know out of the 5 side hustles that I presented today, which one is most interesting to you and why. In the first hour of this video going up, I will make sure to be responding to comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and make use of all the opportunity out there. And as I said, I'm gonna leave that other video right here. Go ahead, check it out. I'll catch you guys in the next one.